Hello, gorgeous souls. Welcome to Storytime with Jay. I'm just recovering from a terrible bout of COVID, so I'm looking a little worse than wear, but I was determined to finish recording all of these story times with Jay. So today we have the book Witches by Erica Jong. I think it's Jong. Oh, look, you can't see it with the blurred background, but anyway, it's a beautiful old storybook. Um, that was written in 1981. And one of my mentors suggested that I buy it, and I haven't actually read it. So I'm just going to start from the very beginning. I really feel like an old school teacher reading from this book. It's beautifully illustrated. I absolutely love it. So hope you do too. If you've never wished for a magic spell to make someone love you, if you've never wanted a magic wand, if you've never longed for a cloak of invisibility, if you've never wondered how witches fly, because this book may not bring your beloved clothes forever, and it may not provide you with a magic wand, nor a magic cloak, nor a recipe for flight, but it will certainly try to show you how wishes transform our lives and how we fly on them to secret Sabbaths and meet our gods and demons there. Who were witches? Heretics or healers? Members of a psychedelic cult? Worshippers of pagan gods? Or merely women who were not afraid to fly? We are not going to give you a quick course in witchcraft or detail the horrors of the Inquisition or propound one historian's theory over another, but we will try to show through poems and paintings, through prose and pencil drawings, how the figure of the witch can teach us about our most secret selves. If you have a secret self, read on. Ooh. Okay. Here we go. I'm just going to read the first page. I just need you to see a picture of this picture. That's an image that we know well if we've seen any Disney movie. The witch. You know her. She beckons you with one crooked finger. In the other hand, she holds a poisoned apple. From the bottom of the pool of nightmares, from the back of the inhabited closet where the mothballs breathe and the dust dances, from behind the wall she walks through, opposite your childhood bed. From inside the gingerbread house she built with her recipes and spells, she warns you of the fairy tale world which interconnects with ours in secret, unexpected places. You may unwittingly fall in. She is the witch. You know her, yet you do not know her. She has been with you always, yet she eluded you. She is your mother, your sister, your innermost self. You love her, you fear her, you hate her, but you are drawn to her. What can I tell you about her? She is more beautiful and uglier than you dream. She is a chimera, yet she is real. She loves you, yet her love has festered into hexes. She hates you, yet she will not hurt you, as long as she can enslave you forever. She controls love, death, fertility, and the weather, but she will not share her power with you for less than a pledge of your life. She is the witch. You wish you were she, except when the time comes for burning. How did the witch come to take on these attributes? Was she really a poisoner, a healer, a maker of love philters, or merely a deranged old woman muttering to her jasper-eyed cat? Did she create the danger you feel, or did frightened men, seeking to embody their sense of danger, invent the witch? What is the witch's heritage? Her great, 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 great ancestress is Ishtar, Diana, Demeter. Her father is a man, her midwife his fears, her torturer his fears, her executioner his fears, her malignant power his fears, her healing power, her own. Let us shine the light on her for a while. Let us make her stay. Before we know it, she will slip off into the darkness again, but for the moment she is here with us, beckoning. Her presence makes us shiver a little, as if an invisible refrigerator had opened nearby. Under her cloak, which is blue as the night sky, an owl screeches. A bat flaps from under her comical hat. But let us invite her in anyway. Maybe she will give us a love filter, or a recipe for flying ointment, or maybe even a pair of love poppets guaranteed to work forever. Maybe she will make our wishes come true before we burn her, or maybe we won't have to burn her this time at all. Some light on the subject of witchcraft. Witch, witchcraft, witchery, witched, bewitched. The very words reek of mystery and magic. Our libraries, our bookstores overflow with books on the subject. Adolescents thumb through them, looking for a spell to undo the discontent they will probably outgrow. The poor, the disenfranchised, the chronically unlucky, the ignorant, the helpless, the hapless light candles and chant ancient syllables they do not understand. Poets and novelists are attracted to witchcraft because their daily work consists of tapping an invisible source whose workings are often mysterious to them. Thus they wish they could appropriate the music through some dependable means. The rationalist scoffs, secure in his superiority to all of those who claim that intellect is not enough to take us through this life. But is he really so secure? Does he too wish there was some magic he could believe in? We are all drawn to witchcraft. We all wish for a craft of wishing, yet few of us know what it is. Even the authorities do not agree, and most of the people who hope to practice witchcraft haven't the remotest idea what the word means. Well then, some illumination on the subject of witchcraft before we plunge into the fertile, teeming darkness. The word witchcraft. The word witchcraft in its most ordinary popular connotation refers to the use of supernatural forces to bend the world to one's will. In our society, witchcraft is commonly used synonym for sorcery, when it is not used as a metaphor connotating somebody's emotional power over us. But the Oxford English Dictionary tells us that witchcraft comes from the Old English word wickercraft, also spelt that literally means the craft in the sense of the art or skill of a witch, the latter being Wicca or Wiccan in Old English. Who is this old witch with her ancient craft? The noun witch may derive from the old Teutonic verb wick, means to bend, or it may derive from the Indo-European root week, which refers to religion and magic. There is considerable controversy about the true etymology of the word witch. In either case, it seems fair to say that witch is one who uses magic to bend things according to her desires. No wonder we all wish to be witches. How then did this rather simple concept become so loaded with emotional connotations? In a sense, the whole story of our culture with its religious experience lies behind the word witch. To understand the word witch is to understand anthropology, history, the history of religion, the history of relations between sexes, to understand, above all, the unconscious of the human being. For though there are many theories of witchcraft, as there are scholars in the British Museum Library, all of them is a comprehension of the image-making faculties of the human brain, its yearning for myth and magic, its need to denounce what it does not understand, its transformation of common yearnings into images and archetypes, its metamorphosis of desires into demons, wishes, in short, into witches. Apparently, the notion that the old word witch is related to the Old English witten, to know, constitutes false etymology. Modern witches have claimed the connection between witten and witch as a basis for calling modern witchcraft the craft of the wise. But witch seems to have different roots than wise and wisdom. Those modern witches who call their religious organisation the Church of Wicca have merely gone back to the Old English word for witch in the hopes of purifying it of the negative connotations that are a result of generations of persecution. Let the doors to your prejudice swing open. In order to understand witches, we must put aside our automatic beliefs that the deity is male, that the moon is sinister, while the sun is friendly, and that the female principle is dark, unruly, anarchic, while the male is orderly, rational, and wise. We must strip away, in short, all of the preconceptions our culture has heaped upon our bowed heads. We must understand that most of the major religions in the world today, Muslim, Jewish, Christian, function in one sense as an apologesis for the patriarchal worldview that is not the only possible worldview, that there is neither absolute nor immutable, that human beings have worshipped gods and goddesses in many forms, tree, animal, human, female as well as male, androgynous as well as genderless, and that the way we characterize the deity is less important than we do acknowledge a divine spirit both within and without ourselves. Ooh, it's so good, isn't it? I can't wait to keep reading. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you think. Tell me, what does the word witch conjure up in your mind? What do you see a witch as? Is it a good or a bad thing, or just a thing? Are you a witch? Let me know in the comments below.